If you don't put any energy into your poi, it won't go anywhere. With a little rotational energy, you'll make a pendulum. With enough periodic force to counter gravity, your poi head makes a rotation. One rotation relative to your hand is what we call an orbit. We use orbit because depending on how your hand moves, the poi head may not look like it traces a circle, but it still makes a full rotation relative to your hand. So, while spinning one poi, try moving your hand all over the place to see what we mean. With your hand stationary, your poi is spinning in a plane, a flat wall that looks like a line from one angle. The plane has two sides. You can walk around it to the other side, and it looks like it changed direction, but that's only because you've changed your point of view. We say a plane is facing the side opposite where your hand is holding the poi. Relative to your body, there are three main planes we talk about. The wall plane is parallel with your chest, like you're facing a wall. The wheel plane is at your side, like the wheel of a car. The floor plane is horizontal, parallel to the floor. Now that you know planes with a stationary hand, what happens when you move your hand in the poi's plane? Arcs happen when part of the poi's circle moves in tandem with the hand. The poi's orbit is expanding. Loops happen when part of the poi's circle moves in an opposing direction to the hand. The poi's orbit is contracting. Many patterns have both arcs and loops. By keeping track of where in the orbit the poi head is, or at what clock time, you can use arcs and loops to change the poi's path. For example, when it's at the outside of the orbit, arc it up. Then at the top of the orbit, arc it over. At the outside of the orbit, arc it down. Finish by arcing over at the bottom. You use some very basic techniques to draw a square in space with your hand. Each time you moved your hand, you extended 1/4 of the orbit, then came back to a circle. So how does it work? Let's say you're going to move your hand up. The effect you have on the poi will be different depending on where it is in its orbit. If the poi is at 6 o'clock, you'll extend it into half of an ellipse. You'll feel your hand accelerating, then slowing down as you get to the top. If the poi is at 9 o'clock, you'll move parallel with it, making a straight line. You'll feel it float. You can learn more about this in the floaters chapter. If the poi is at 12 o'clock when you move up, it enters into a loop moving straight out to the side. With precise speed and distance, you can stop the poi head at a 0 point. See the stalls and 0 point chapter for this technique. If the poi is at 3 o'clock, it will feel like it's accelerating out of a loop. Now you know your orbit. A natural next step is the driving styles chapter.